Hi and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Spring is in the air, which got me thinking about the items that I most reach for. I sat down and thought about what I have in my closet that makes it onto my list, my essentials list, year after year. And I decided to share it with you. So without further ado, let's get into the items that you will need for this spring and which you most likely already own. I'm gonna start with the all-purpose knit. The days are getting warmer, but it's still very cold in the morning and the evening. That's what makes spring so difficult to navigate. I'm gonna be focusing more on neutrals. The color is really up to you because you know what you like best. If you prefer black, if you prefer white, if you prefer cream. So I'm gonna hand that over to you and I'm gonna go for my neutrals, and my knit is a cream one. We all saw stripes. They were very big last year. They still are this year. So I've gone for a fine knit. This is something that will last you for years and years and years. Every single video I have with essentials has a stripy knit in there somewhere. If, however, you prefer a cardigan, then a black cardigan will always be something that you can style. Go for quality over quantity and choose fabrics that will last. Timeless pieces that you can fall back on time and time again, like these two I've just showed you. So I'm going to try and keep this list pretty short. I've got 15 pieces to show you in all. And of course, a pair of denim would have to be in there. Funnily enough, the ones I'm showing you are the Levi's ribcage, which are a straight cut, very high rise. It's the highest rise they go for, and it's on the Vogue Spring Essentials list. I never expected something so high rise to be on the Vogue list for this year when rises are coming down, but there you have it. This is one of my favorite pairs and it is on that list. I'd say go for a classic straight cut style. I love these. I also love the 70s high rise slim straight, or Levi's 501s. They're always a classic. Go for something that will last you for years to come. A crisp white button down or button up, depending on whichever way you want to go, is always on everyone's basic list. This is no exception. It is something that you can wear paired up with a pair of tailored trousers and a pair of high heels to go into work with a blazer. Something that you can pair down with a pair of jeans like the jeans I showed you. You can use these with something else I'm going to show you later on, a pair of shorts. You can tie it around the waist. Endless possibilities. So a crisp white button down is definitely on my list of spring essentials. So this is another thing you can pair your white button down with. It's a pair of legging-esque trousers. This is the perfect combination between workout gear and workwear. You can use them for both, maximizing your closet. They're making a huge comeback. They were quite big in the 90s, early noughties, I believe. And now they're really making a comeback. These are from Mango, a black pairs with everything. You can wear it with loads of the options I gave you here. But for example, a white button down and a black blazer, perfect with high heels. For workout gear, just wear it with the top and trainers and, you know, use them for your yoga class. A maxi floral dress. What else says spring more than a maxi floral dress? Nothing. It's by a Spanish brand, Fiel. My mum got it for me. I love pairing it with nude heels. It's got a bit of an asymmetric hemline, which I love. And I think I was wearing it more or less the time I got pregnant. You can use it with a top underneath to keep you warmer when the days are cooler. You can wear it with a blazer. You can wear it with a cardigan, with a fine knit, with whatever you want. Pair it with booties while it's still cold, trainers, or like I said, a pair of heels, and it is always one of those essentials that you need in your closet coming up for spring. Plus, maxi dresses are a huge trend this year. I'm gonna go on to my first pair of shoes. I have here a pair of Chic lifestyle trainers. These are by Portuguese brand Miss Wolf. I love them because they're white. I love white trainers. They've got a touch of nude, a touch of gold, so they really elevate the style. They're comfortable and they're chic at the same time. I could live in these trainers, but, well, I don't. But I could. A denim jacket is another one of those essentials. I love using this in the spring when it's a bit cold, but it's not too cold. I don't need a very large jacket, so I like pairing this with a knit underneath. It looks amazing. You can dress it down and go for that really cool trend that is denim on denim. So wear these with jeans as well, a denim shirt maybe, and denim on denim is one of the major trends for this year. If not, you can still wear it with a pair of tailored trousers to bring them down a notch. That's another look I love and that I regularly show in my videos. This one is by a Portuguese brand called Salsa. A classic jacket with pockets, a bit of a lighter wash. I tend to prefer lighter wash for these jackets. There you go. It's got a bit of elastic as well. It's not one of those very tight ones. I don't like being uncomfortable. So if you're going to go for a denim jacket, choose one that has at least a little bit of a spring. I mentioned tailored trousers. I've gone for my beige Zara ones that show up time and time again. They've got a wide leg, a bit of a high rise, and I love pairing them with cropped tops. I love pairing them with a crisp white button down, wearing them with a blazer, with a denim jacket, with anything. I absolutely love these trousers. I think they look really cool with those trainers that I showed you as well, to give you that high-low look again, which, yes, I keep mentioning and which I love. So wide leg tailored trousers is a must. If you don't like cream, you can go for black, you can go for navy blue. I like cream. White is also a really good option, maybe more so in the summer than in the spring, but if you do like a full white look, then definitely go for some tailored white trousers. I've gone for beige here because they go very well with everything else I've shown you on here. And that is the whole point of spring essentials. It's good for mixing and matching all of the things you have. Leather jacket. I've gone for this one, which has more of a bomber shape, which is also a major trend this year. This is designer. It's C by Chloe, and I got it from the Outnet, circa 2006, 2007 maybe. So it was 50% off. And it's still here today. It's lambskin, really good quality leather, and leather is one of those things that will last you a lifetime. So I've gone for a lighter shade, but again, you do you, and if you want to, you can go for black, you can go for brown, whatever color you prefer. The fashion flats. Flats are definitely having their moment. We've moved on from stilettos to flats or just lower pumps, block heels, and I always have a pair of these on hand because I like being comfortable and stylish at the same time, and a pair of nude flats will take you everywhere. You can pair them with anything. They're pointy toe, which elongates the toe, they elongate the leg, and I always have these on hand. They're by the same Portuguese brand as the trainers. They're made of leather. These were completely custom made for me because I've got tiny little feet, so I had to have them custom made. I also picked the color and picked the toe shape. Another absolute wardrobe essential, a white tee. I won't go anywhere without my white tees. If it's very cold where you live, maybe you can go for a long sleeve t-shirt. I'm going for this one. I can then pair it with knits or with jackets. This one is by Zara, cotton, the one I normally show you, with a v-neck because I like the way v-necks suit me the most. You do you and pick whatever style suits you best. Handbag wise, I've gone for the Practical Carryall, which, as the name implies, carries everything. Carryall. This one is by Ralph Lauren. It was bought pre-loved. It was brand new, but bought pre-loved, so it cost me about 50 euros, which was an absolute bargain. I love the colors. Very, very appealing for spring. It will carry everything. This one is already a bit too big for me because I'm quite petite, so as you can see, I mean, this absolutely swamps me. I could perhaps go for a smaller carryall, but I've yet to find one. Maybe a normal tote on me would be a carryall on someone who is bigger, but this is one of my suggestions. Go for something that evokes summer, really. Another spring essential is the classic trench. It keeps coming up time and time again in my videos, and for good reason. Where I live, it rains hard during spring. I mean, April showers really goes up where I live. So I want something that will keep me warm but not hot, a timeless piece that will last me for years and years to come. And as I keep showing you this trench, you can tell that it is one of my essentials and one of my investment pieces. So go for a trench. Nowadays, long trenches are quite the trend. There are loads of style. And the thing about a classic trench, a camel trench, is that no matter how much you pay for it, it will always look more expensive than what you actually paid. A cream blazer. I keep showing these in my videos. This is the mango one I also wore in my 2023 trends video. It is perfection. It goes with anything. It will go well with the tailor trousers. It will go well with the leggings. It will go particularly well with the denim trousers as well. Pair it with the white tee or with the knit. As you can see, all of these items pair really well together. All of my spring essentials. If you are more into black, then go for a black blazer as well. It's also absolutely amazing. And it is an essential because you can elevate any look with the blazer or dress it down if you wear it with trainers, for instance. And last but not least, a Pashmina shawl. I've gone for it doesn't actually suit this one very well, but hey, I've gone for stripes. Stripes are always a major trend, as I keep saying. Blue and white evokes summer, sailors, you know, the whole sailor look, the whole navy look. This is off-white. If you pair this with a white tee and the blazer with the jeans, for instance, it will look amazing, absolutely amazing, because it will elevate the look. And as I said, it's style and comfort, keeping you warm in equal measures. And that's it. My list of 16 if you include the cardigan, spring essentials that are perfect to take you into the new season that is coming in. I've gone for fairly neutral tones. You can go more for black if that's what you are aiming at, or white or navy, for instance. I like beige. The idea is that you can go into your closet and pick the things that you go for time and time again, quality over quantity, and pair them all together. So I hope this has inspired you. If it has, please like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, hit that notifications bell, and let's have a spring in our walk.